Trying to keep this head as clean as I can, I ran a tap through all the threads on it. A fine wire wheel over the intake, head and exhaust side. Had rag stuffed in here. Blowing it out with air. Here's that machine straight edge I have. These heads were surfaced when I had the valve job done. And they are flat as can be. I mean, they're good to go. I doubt the block's gonna be that great, but hopefully the gasket takes it up. Same thing on this side, chasing out all the threads. So I'm just gonna clean this head up a little bit more, and it's basically ready to go on. This head doesn't have that heater hose connector, so I know that this is gonna be my #1 cylinder. So I went ahead and put in those checking springs. We'll check piston to valve clearance. As I recall, the last motor was tight, but it was okay. Imagine this will be the same. It's not a huge cam, but considering everything else is stock on the thing. January 6th, 1977. And it's a 6X4, so I believe 4 is the small combustion chamber, found in like a 400, versus the 8. This head here is every bit as flat as the first one. I got full confidence in these heads. Going through here, chasing all these threads out in this block, and there's a lot of crap in there. So I had to run a fine wire wheel across just to clean this up. And had rags in here and spraying it with oil, wiping it out, turning it over, spraying it with oil, wiping it out. Trying to keep it as clean as possible. I mean, inevitably you're gonna get crap in here. Also chasing out every single head bolt hole in this thing. You want to get a good torque read on this. Here the front of the block's been cleaned off. But it's getting the same treatment. Any hole with threads is getting chased out. I'll clean it off again after I'm done with this. This is that one where that bolt was like seized in the timing chain cover. The threads are fine. Finally got it flipped over. All the skirts are still on it. That's a good thing. But we're looking at a cast crank, cast rods, cast pistons. I don't see any aftermarket stampings in it either. So I'm guessing that this is untouched from the factory.
Coming? Yeah. It's out.
It's all the way out?
Yeah. Wait, don't drop it. Look at that chunky.
Amateur over here in the cam bearing department. Alright, it should come right off now.
I'm taking the whole tool. So you see how the tool is an expander with this rubber donuts around it, and as you tighten it up, it just pushes these out, catches the edge, and knocked them out. How bad is this one? Yeah, there's chunkies missing.
This front one, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got a ridge on it. You can catch your fingernail. So you plug the oil galley hole, and we're gonna just try to file it.
I'm gonna drag back toward us.
And then clean it up. You know, a file only works one direction.
Yeah, that's why you'd be pulling it toward you.
So it's gonna go this way. Oh. Shit.
It's right here. Yeah, that's a good call.
I think we got most of it already.
It's like a dentist.
So in this block, all these oil galley holes are dead nuts in the bottom. I don't feel any other ones in there. So you've got to make sure that that bearing hole is pointed at the bottom. All these bearings we took out had 3 holes, but clearly 2 of them do nothing. There's a tapered end. I think that goes in
first.
And they all appear to be the same size. I think in some engines they may be different sizes.
So we just got to push it in this way so that this hole... And the holes that they drilled are huge. Right. So they must be drilling this size hole to restrict the oil.
I got the first one in with some difficulty. Took a few tries. But I know my oil hole's lined up because I can get this probe in there. If the crank was not in it, you could flip the block over and then look right through that hole and see daylight. I think the rest of these are going to be easier because you can kind of see what you're doing. Putting a line across from where that oil hole is key, so you have an idea where it is. Seems like every time you do this, shavings come off of these too. When I'm done here, I'm going to flip it over, see what's in there, see if I can clean it out. I got this one lined up here. It's way more visibility than that back one. That hole's lined up. I think I'm going to stop there. Seem to be picking up speed here. I'm just trying to center that bearing bore as much as I can. Not too much to guide this end one in. Oh, am I putting it in backwards? I started this one backwards, so I sent it all the way through, and now it lost its press. Time for a new cam bearing. Taking a minute to measure all these journals. Looks to me like they're all about the same. Alright, I'm gonna try this again. I wish I had a smaller handle. I think I'd rather check it a million times and F it up again. Just gonna go a smidge more. Looks pretty good right there. I'm gonna stick this cam on now. We'll see how these journals line up. And we'll see if it turns. So I always wanted one of these camshaft installation tools, like a handle you put on the end of the cam. This one had all these adapters and things. But of course, nothing fit a Pontiac. So I went out and got a couple bolts. I'm just gonna make my own adapter for the Pontiac cam. This reminds me of the mushroom hand grips for your BMX bike. Do you remember those? Bolt to go in the cam, this goes in the tool. I like machine the plating off. I'm just gonna weld those together. Here's my insert for that. I got a spritz of oil on these journals. I'm gonna prime this engine anyway. So that will turn it. Alright, it's in there, it's centered on all the bearings pretty good, and it rolls free enough for me that I'm going to ship it. Thrust plate in those hole lines up here calls for 15 foot-pounds, lubed with engine oil. I'm just got a Rollmaster Red Series fits on there with a standard length chain. Master gear to this PRW one. And these things are pretty freaking close. The like installed height's a little bit different. And then this one was machined on the back for like a thrust washer. The Rollmaster's not stepped like that. I'm gonna put the 0 mark on the keyway, and then bring the 0 stamp here to the top. This cam's installed straight up, so we got the dot on the cam with the 0 on the gear. And I'll lock it down with the eccentric and put the degree wheel on it. I guess one other thing I'll talk about is this is proper. I mean, that there's a little bit of flex in it. You know, maybe that block grows a little bit, but it is tight. But if I ever take this apart again, you'll see that that chain's going to give some up. But thanks for watching.